So I'm basically going to walk 43 kilometers for a pint. This has not been an easy walk. Scotland's last wilderness, so beautiful, to a very special place that actually holds 2 Guinness World Records. It's quite cold and wet. Hi, my name is Elli. I'm a long-distance hiker and backpacker. Enjoying a cup of coffee with a view is my absolute happy place. And this is Otto, an adopted stray dog, crisps lover, and the best hiking companion. Come join us as we explore the great outdoors, one trail at a time. And welcome to a new video. Otto and I just set off for a new hiking adventure, and we're starting this with a very special train ride. Supposedly one of the most beautiful train lines in the UK, so I'm really excited for that.
The rear of the train, okay?
Thanks so much. Okay, hi again and welcome to this video. Otto and I just got off the train, and the train ride in and of itself was so beautiful, such a highlight. We actually started in Mainland and went to Glenfinnan with the train, which is 45 minutes. And as I said, Otto and I are setting off on a little micro-adventure to a very special place that actually holds 2 Guinness World Records. One for being the most remote village in mainland Britain, and the second one for the most remote pub in mainland Britain. You probably already know it. I'm talking about the little village of Inverie in Knoydart, one of my favorite places in Scotland. It's also called Scotland's last wilderness because there are no real roads there. You can only hike in or go there by boat to the areas that are on the coast. And Inverie is a very small village. I think it's the only village in Knoydart. It has only 110 people that live there, and you can only reach it by boat, which is I think 7 miles, 11 kilometers, with a ferry to go there, or to hike in, which is what we are going to do. But it's not easy. It's a bit over like mountainous, a bit more technical terrain to go there, and it's not short. It's at least 15 miles. In our case, we're doing a bit of a longer walk in from Glenfinnan, where we just started, which will be around 26-27 miles, so 43 kilometers over the next 1.5 days, depending on how fast we're walking. I'm really excited. There's really nothing like in between. Basically I'm setting off now into the wilderness, so to say, and in the end I'm going to the very iconic, famous, most remote pub in mainland Britain, the Old Forge in Inverie. So I'm basically going to walk 43 kilometers for a pint, and yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to be back in Knoydart, to see it a bit more. And I'm also going to try and only sleep in Bothies on this trip. I mean, I have my tent with me in case it's full, but I want to stay in 2 Bothies that I know, but I haven't stayed there before. So this is going to be a bit of a side quest, a bit of a different adventure, little micro adventure, but I'm so excited. So let's go. This is Glenfinnan down there, and even though it rained this morning, now it's a really beautiful day. Otto is in a really good mood today again, after a couple of days of rest after we finished the Sky Trail. It's already 5 p.m. I couldn't get an earlier train, but that doesn't matter because, as I said, I want to sleep in Bothies if possible, and there is one. Not an MBA Bothie, but a private one that's run by the estate of Glenfinnan, which is Corryhallie Bothie, the so-called electric Bothie, because apparently, as the name suggests, there's electricity there, and it's quite popular. It's not far from Glenfinnan. I think it's just 3 miles up the glen. which is why I think it might be maybe crowded or even full, which is why I brought my tent. So for today we'll just have about an hour of walking, and then tomorrow and the day after will be a bit longer and a bit more strenuous. But yeah, we're off to a great start. Really happy that the sun is out now. Ooh, look at that. This is the famous Glenfinnan viaduct. Ah, this is stunning. Look at that. Isn't this so beautiful, seeing a glen full of trees, woodlands? This is beautiful. We are almost there, only a couple of 100 meters, and even though we're still on this little private road, it's been a really beautiful walk. The views are incredible and it feels so remote already. I mean, the weather obviously helps because it's just beautiful. I'm really interested to see the Bothy. I've never been to the Bothy before, I just heard a lot about it. And it's quite popular with Cape Wrath hikers because it's right on trail. And we actually are going to walk a section of the Cape Wrath trail over the next couple of days, over the next 2 days to Inverie. So yeah, really excited to hopefully meet other hikers, to see the Bothy, to see what it's like. I'm really happy that we could start this mini adventure in this beautiful weather. Tomorrow is supposed to be quite cold and wet, I think. Hopefully not too wet, but I think on the hills there might even be snow tomorrow, and it's supposed to be quite windy. It's a bit of a change in weather compared to the Sky Trail a couple of days ago, where it was so sunny and warm. This is the Bothy over there, Corrie Halley. This has been such an idyllic walk. Wow, I'm so impressed. It's so beautiful. Da, 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 da. This is it. Let's have a look inside. This is it, and there's 4 of us, maybe 5 even, tonight so far. This is so cozy in here. I'm going to have a coffee. There's even a kettle here, which is perfect. It's 8 o'clock now and I just had my dinner. There are 3 other hikers in the Bothy tonight that are doing the Cape Wrath trail, so I think we're probably going to end up in the same place tomorrow as well, which is kind of nice not to be alone in the evening, getting to talk to people. This is a really nice glen. Look at that. It's so beautiful, and there's a lot of wooded areas in the glen as well, and not just plantation style woodlands, but also woodlands with different trees. And yeah, it's been a really nice walk getting here, even though it was just 3.5 miles. But yeah, it was a really nice start. Really enjoyed this walk. We are going to bed now. We have a bit of a longer day tomorrow. It's about 22 kilometers, which doesn't seem that much, but there's a bit of more like technical terrain, also probably some boggier terrain. Really excited for tomorrow. I've walked a little bit of tomorrow's section already on my TGO challenge last year, but yeah, it's going to be so nice to be back. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning everyone, on day 2 of our 43 kilometers for a pint walk to Inverie. We had a really good night in the Bothy. It was quite cold, but I took my winter sleeping pad, the Thermarest Neo Air X Term, which was really nice and so comfy because it's also a bit wider than my regular sleeping pad. So it was really nice with a really good night's sleep. And now we just set off. It's only 8 o'clock, but I want to get some mice in because the weather is supposed to be a bit wet. Right now I'm walking up and over into Clan Desari and from there over to Surleys. And there's a Bothie there. We'll just see how we get on. If not, there's a Bothie basically right in the middle, a queer Bothie. So I'm going there, or I can go back there if things are not looking great. As you can see behind me, the scenery is so stunning already. I'm so excited to head into Knoydart to enjoy some beautiful scenery. So let's go. There's a deer over there on this little hill. Oh, cool. This is our first climb for today. We are already on it, but this is the Bila, the pass, and then that's the highest point for this first part, and then we're dropping down to the other side into Clan Desari. Ooh, this is so beautiful, typical Scottish scenery. Wow. You can really see how dry it's been these past 2.5 weeks. Look at that. There's not a lot of water at all. Otherwise, this would probably be a bit harder to cross. Ooh, a bit boggy up here. Maybe over there. Let's have a look. Ooh. This is it, the highest point for today, almost 500 meters. This is the Bila. It's very, very cold. I think with the wind chill probably -5. That's always my favorite part when hiking in the Highlands in the mountains, coming over one pass and then seeing what the other side looks like. This is so cool. It's so cold today. Otto is in a good mood again today. Oh, it's so nice seeing him just wander around, roaming around. Even though it's very, very cold, it feels so good just to be out, enjoying nature, enjoying the beautiful scenery. I'm so happy that the rain or snow didn't start yet. I'm just feeling great. Boggy, boggy, boggy. Ooh. No more dry shoes, but I have my waterproof socks on, so not too bad. And again, really happy that the rivers aren't in spate at the moment. Prima! Okay, yeah, super! The path has become a bit indistinct. Now I can see it again, and then it disappears again, and quite boggy. Can't even imagine how this would be in really wet weather. because it's still so boggy now. This is okay. Ooh, very boggy now. Ooh. Almost in Glen Desari. This is down there going into the glen behind there, and this is another glen. This is Glen Pen, and this is where we came from. So far we're making quite good progress, even though it's been very slow going. This second part of today coming down from the Bilach. I think I have another hour to go to Aquil Bothie, and I'm probably going to have my lunch break there, sit down for a little bit, and then if we're still feeling it, I'm planning to carry on to Surlis Bothie. But now, first off, some easier walking. We're going to cross over there, and then as you can see, it's a better forestry track over there. So nice walking through the woodlands. Look at that, all the fresh needles, light green needles. So peaceful and quiet. I didn't see anyone yet on the entire section today. I mean, the other hikers are behind me. They'll probably catch me up very soon. Put on all my rain clothes just for the rain to stop. Classic. This is the start of Glen Desari. This is Loch Archaig over there. The rain has stopped. There's even blue sky a little bit. So far this day has been a lot better than forecast, which is always so nice. I think I'm about 10 minutes away from the Bothie, so we're going there for a little break, just have a cup of tea, cup of coffee inside, have a little rest, and then it's just another 10 kilometers to get to Surlis Bothie, and there's not a lot of elevation. I think it's just 250 meters of going up, and then 400 dropping down to sea level on the other side, so yeah, should be okay. And we're heading down to the Bothie. There it is, Aquil Bothie. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but the location, look at that, it's just stunning. Overlooking the glen. I've stayed here last year on my TGO challenge, and there were deer down there in the glen. It's a really big Bothie. There are 2 rooms, 2 fireplaces. Perfect for a little break. We had lunch and I signed the Bothie book, which is not just a little ritual to see how many people there have been, but also obviously in case something happens, so that people can trace where we have been, and yeah, that obviously can help with getting our location all set, and let's go. On this entire section, basically from just before you get to Corryhallie Bothie up until probably Inveree, from what I read, there's no signal whatsoever, which is so cool, just to have some time to decompress without my phone, because if you have the possibility, at least it is like that for me, most of the time you will end up being on your phone a little bit anyway, if it's possible, but now it's really not possible, and that, it's so cool. I brought a book and I spent some time in the evening just reading and having a coffee, having a tea. This is yeah, so nice. It really adds to the experience, in my opinion. So far it's been an incredible little micro adventure, not too easy. Like there's a good bit of like real Scottish mountain areas, bogginess and things like that to like really experience what hiking in the Highlands is like. But it's not too easy, but not too hard either. It's generally quite easy to follow if you have a map and compass and the GPX track on your phone or another device. Ooh, Otto picking up all the ticks. We are on our second and last climb for today. It's not that long, but it's on a smaller path again. Otto found an alternative way. We're heading up there between those mountains, but not really high up, only a couple of more meters in elevation. So far it's been not as boggy as expected, luckily. Da, 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 da. This is it, highest point. This is the Villa. All downhill from here. You can see it's still a bit boggy, but it should get a bit better once we get lower down. Not too far to the Bothy now, about 3 miles, just over 3 miles I think. Yay! Really excited to have a coffee and a cookie once I get there. Also, Otto is in such a good mood. You can really feel that these colder temperatures are really his thing, like really his comfort temperature. This view, there's a loch down there. Oh, this is beautiful. Quite slow going and boggy here. Ooh. Slow progress, and I think we're both getting a bit tired now, but it's not that far, luckily. Poor Otto took a jump and landed in the bog. One last river crossing for today. Ooh. Wow, isn't this just so beautiful? This has not been an easy walk, not because of the elevation, but just slow going because of the terrain. But we're on our way down now. It's just another mile to the Bothy. It's a small Bothy, so I hope that there's still some space for us to squeeze in. I've walked past the Bothy and stopped there for a break, but never slept there. So yeah, really hope that this is going to happen tonight. Another view opening up. This is Loch Nevis, if I remember it correctly. It's so stunning. Look at the colors. Turquoise water. Ah, oh, that's so beautiful. Ooh, going down and then down there. Oh, getting closer and closer. There are quite a few tents outside already, so this probably means that the Bothy is full already. Oh, that's a shame.
There are places. My excuse is I'm just be better at like hiding it. Yeah. Not like going I just told you.
This is Surly's Bothy. And we've made it just in time for the rain to start. I'm really happy. The Bothy is quite busy. A couple of people doing the same hike that me and Otto are doing to Inverie. But yeah, there was still some space inside, so we can have a dry night away from the ticks, because in this area that's the only downside, because as you can see it's very beautiful, but there are a lot of deer in the area, so that's, yeah, it's full of ticks basically. But look at those views, it's so stunning. And a couple of guys brought firewood, so we're having a fire inside and yeah, just enjoying the rest of this beautiful, beautiful day. Ah, this is just perfect. Good morning. Good morning everyone, on day 3 of our 43 kilometers for a pint hike. We had a pretty good night in the Bothy. It was quite busy. I think in total there were 12 people sleeping in the Bothy and also camped outside. But it was really nice. There was a fire and yeah, just very cozy. It was nice meeting other hikers and yeah, just very kind, lovely people. And now we just set off from Surly's Bothy down there. Look at the view over the loch. It's just so stunning. And now we're on our last 10 miles to get to the pub in Inverie and to a well-deserved pint. So far the rain has been holding out, but it will probably start later. But yeah, I'm not worried, because at the end there will be a pub where we can be dry. I'm really excited for this last part to explore Knoydart a bit more. There's one bit of a longer steep climb to I think 550 meters, so yeah, really excited about the views there. There will be a bit of a trickier bit now coming up, crossing the bay near Surly's, because that's very boggy and the path is like kind of hard to see, especially now that the tide is in, because it's high tide, which is not ideal. It's a bit better or easier doing it at low tide, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, that's a bit of a trickier wet section, but after that I hope it will be a bit better. Really excited for today. As you can probably hear, my voice is a bit cracky this morning. I don't know why. But yeah, just going to enjoy this last day of this little micro adventure. So let's go! I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a cuckoo somewhere over there in those trees. Look at how remote and peaceful and quiet this is. Wow. This is the area that's a bit hard to navigate. Last time I was here, the tide was a bit more like out, and yeah, then you can basically try to handrail the shore, which is a lot easier. But I think now we'll have to go, yeah, a bit more inland. But in any way, it's best to avoid the middle part, because it's a bit deceiving. But this is very boggy, so try to be like as close to the coast as possible. The more you go inland, the more boggy it is. And right here, it's wet as well, because the tide is not completely out yet. But it's not, as you can see, it's not boggy. Like, it's wet in places, and then you have to like cross those little like areas with water, but it's not boggy. If the tide's out completely, you can just basically walk along here, which is even more easy. You can just walk over those bits that stick out, and yeah, it's quite easy doing it that way. And then once you can see the river, you're just going to handrail the river as best as you can. But not going to lie, this bit definitely can give you a bit of anxiety because it's very boggy, it's hard to navigate, there's no visible path. So yeah, it's a bit tricky to get through and might take a bit longer than you think. But yeah, I think we're almost at the river now, and then you can just walk along the riverbed and yeah, should be fine then. Ooh, we almost made it to the bridge. So this first hard anxiety-inducing section is behind us. Woohoo! Look at that. There's deer. There's so many in this area. Look at that. Oh, they're beautiful. And now we'll start our climb up there. Let's go! Ooh, it's getting a bit drizzly. Oh, it's a bit of a steeper climb, but nothing too bad. And there's a good path, luckily, so yeah, not too bad. Oh, almost on the highest point, which I think is somewhere along there. I think this might be the pass. This was a bit of hard work going up here. Luckily the path is very visible, but the rain was quite heavy at times, and yeah, it's been a bit tiring, but not long now, and after that it's all downhill to Inverie. And as always, Otto is the real trooper, the real hero. Ooh, this is it. Highest point for today and of the entire hike. So let's go downhill to the pub because the rain is starting to get quite heavy now. So let's go. Ooh, it's pretty wet now. Luckily it's only about 5 miles, I think, to Inverie, so yeah, really happy to get there. It's quite cold and wet now, so yeah, can't wait. The rain has eased a little bit, and look at how stunning the views are. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Brave little boy. Aww. A telephone mast up there. We are getting back to civilization slowly after almost 2 days. Over 25 miles. We're almost there. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's not the best views today, but this is so remote. There's just the sea over there and a ferry and then a couple of houses. No road to get here, nothing. This is so interesting and so special, a place that you can only hike into at least 15 miles. Or get there by boat, by ferry. This is so cool. It must be such a special place. Obviously you're very far away from everything, and for like everyday life it's probably hard as well. But still, I don't know, must be very special living here. We're almost there. Oh, nice. Ta-da! We made it to the coast! Woohoo! I'm so happy to be back in civilization because, to be honest, it was quite challenging at times the last 2 days. Yesterday was quite tough and today wasn't as long but quite steep and in heavy rain. It was a bit of hard work. Otto did absolutely great, but yeah, I can feel it in my legs a little bit. So yeah, it's about time to get to the pub, to warm up, get some food, a pint, a well-deserved pint, and just enjoy a little bit of rest and these incredible views before then taking the ferry back to Malek this evening. And there you have it, the most remote village in mainland Britain. Woohoo! We've made it! Yay! This is it, Britain's most remote pub. Let's go in.
I did think that, and I was like, I can over a massive lunch. We almost stopped. Halfway.
This is such a lovely place. The pub, the Old Forge in Inverie, is actually community owned, and it's such a welcoming, nice place. We spent 3 hours there just having drinks. I had some food, I had my pint, and it was just so nice. I met up with the other people that I stayed in the Bothies with last night, and yeah, it was just so nice talking a bit more, just spending some time there and yeah, enjoying the views. The views are incredible, even more so now that the rain is gone. It's just so perfect and beautiful, and yeah, it really is a very, very special place. It's almost 6 p.m. now, and I'm just waiting for the ferry to take me back to Malek, to the van, and yeah, then this will be it, the end of a little 2.5 day mini adventure. And yeah, it was so nice, was so worth it. Yeah, really in love with Knoydart. It's a very special place, and yeah, just so happy right now. We made it back to the van, and yeah, this is the end of another little micro adventure. I really hope you've enjoyed this little video. As for the hike, the route we did, I'm really happy how it turned out. I think it's an incredible way to explore Knoydart a little bit, to have a bit of a Bothy experience if you want to have that. There's also obviously plenty of options to wild camp. There are great views and just this like feeling of remoteness, but at the same time knowing that there will be a pub, there will be people at the end. I don't know, it just really ties in together really well, in my opinion. And yeah, I think it's a great little mini adventure. You're starting with this really epic train ride from Malek to Glenfinnan. Then you have a walk into Glenfinnan to Corryhallie Bothy, which is a really nice stopover. And there's just so much variation. You have Glenfinnan and Glendesari with like beautiful wooded areas. Then you have Knoydart with Munros that you can do on the way if you want to do that as well. Incredible views over Loch Nevis, more rocky terrain in Knoydart. And then at the end you have a great pub with lovely welcoming people there, and then the boat ride, the ferry ride over again to Malek, to the start point, which yeah, just was incredible. We saw dolphins yesterday, or one dolphin on the ferry ride back, which was yeah, really nice, and just having this view, seeing the mountains, the Munros of Knoydart from the sea, and then having the views over to Skye on the other side was just it was just incredible. There's a bit of everything, so yeah, I can't recommend it enough. But that being said, it's not an easy hike. Like, definitely be prepared if you're doing the hike for like a bit more like remote walking. It's not like hard, but it's not an easy walk as well. There are boggy section, there are a bit not really pathless section because there is a path, but it might be a bit intermittent or harder to see. It's a bit rocky, some places are quite steep. Then there's the notorious bit going over from Surlis to Carnock to the bridge, which I've shown you in the video. That can be a bit hard to navigate, so it's definitely not something to be underestimated, and you probably won't have signal for the entire hike. Definitely be prepared for that. Check the weather before setting off. Respect the Bothy rules if you're staying in the Bothies, so that they don't get shut down if people are not treating the Bothy very well. So definitely pay attention to that. But yeah, as I said, I can really recommend the hike. It's a great way to see Knoydart, a great way to venture into a bit more remote, bit rougher terrain without being like incredibly hard or challenging. So yeah, this is definitely a really nice walk. I'm really happy how everything turned out. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you would do that hike, or if you've maybe done the hike already. This is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy hiking, and I hope we'll see you next time. Bye!